On camera, either my on camera, either my on camera.
Hey clown lovers, looks like it's time for another movie review involving clowns. This time we're talking about CLOWNTERGEIST.
Yes.
Made in 2017, directed by Aaron Mertz, written by Aaron Mertz and Brad Bellingian? I'm sorry, I am the...
It's a complicated name.
Right,
just is.
I am the butcher of names. I apologize.
It's okay.
I can never get them right.
I bet he lives with that a lot.
Probably. Well, a lot of people mispronounce his name a lot.
He has that kind of name where he's like, just call me Bellum.
Hey, at least nobody's ever called you Mr. Saquito. I've been called Saquito, Salcido, Salchito.
I've been called Celeste.
Yeah, anything but the proper pronunciation.
It's, tomato, right?
Yeah. Anyhow, let's get to the point.
Yes.
We're talking about CLOWNTERGEIST, which is an absolutely ridiculous clown film.
It is.
In a good way. It is. I love this movie. I had a good time with it. And the reason being, because this is definitely one of those independent clown films where it's just made for fun.
It is.
I mean, come on. The title,
not to scare you.
No.
It's not.
I mean, come on. The title alone is cool. I mean, CLOWNTERGEIST, how can you take that seriously?
You can't.
If you watch this kind of movie with a title like that and you're expecting some kind of like Oscar-worthy type material,
right,
you're seriously delusional.
I'm surprised you said
that.
Because those of us who are already used to these kinds of films, we already know what to expect. So as soon as we see these kinds of titles, we get really excited.
Well, we have a low bar. We say this a lot. We have a very low bar. We have a huge soft spot for independent films.
Yes, we do.
And we like when they have a great idea. Execution isn't always great, but it's fun.
Yes.
And this is one of them where obviously the actors are very good at what they do. And they had a great concept, great idea. Execution at points is a little, but it's an independent film, so you can't expect a lot. But again, this is one of those that is on. I believe this one came out on VOD.
Strictly video on demand?
Yeah, that's what I believe it was. And so it does change. It didn't have a big theatrical release. It didn't have a big DVD release. It's a VOD.
And that's the thing. That's another thing about a lot of independent films is that you almost never hear about theatrical releases because that's not a reality. I mean, they barely even have the money to make the damn thing to begin with.
And some can go to their local theaters and get it done, but that's rare. And
because not everybody has access to that kind of stuff.
Not everybody has access to that.
It really depends on where you live.
It does.
Anyhow, the point is that CLOWNTERGEIST is a really entertaining movie.
Yes.
It is. It has a fairly ridiculous premise when you think about it.
Right.
It is about a college student, a female college student who is terrified of clowns.
Yes.
And she... Well, she's not a clown. She's not a college student, but she is terrified of clowns. So I think a lot of people out there can relate. Yes. So it's about a female college student who's terrified of clowns, and she has to come face to face with her fears when a demon is invoked in the form of a clown and terrorizes the town. So this evil demon spirit is invoked in the body of a dead clown.
So it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
That premise alone is just ridiculous. But again, it's CLOWNTERGEIST. So obviously there's a poltergeist of some kind, which would be the clown, the demon coming back and manifesting as a clown.
And we should also mention that the director also stars in this film. There's another
his voice
clown film. Oh, it's just his voice?
It is his voice.
Oh, okay.
It is his voice, yes.
He kind of makes a bit of a cameo, so I guess you could say that. And the acting was solid. We did enjoy it. It was a little ridiculous in certain parts, and some of the special effects was a little lackluster, for lack of a better term.
Yes.
But it was definitely entertaining.
It was a fun film.
It's fun.
It was a fun. It's a fun. Think of Sunday when it's rainy. You got nowhere to go. Nobody wants to go out in the rain, and you're like, "What do I even watch?" Turn it on. You won't be totally disappointed. It's just a fun film to watch. And they're going to find, when people go to watch it, they're going to find a lot of things wrong that kind of irritate them. But if you just go with a film, you'll find yourself just enjoying it for what it is. It's a low budget, independent, but they did a good job.
And, you know, for the parts that did make us grumpy, we will complain about a couple things that did bother us in this movie. First of all, I want to say that the Ribcage the Clown, which is never really fully explained as to why his name is Ribcage the Clown.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Either that or we missed that part, but it wasn't really explained as to why his name's Ribcage the Clown.
Or we missed it.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
Maybe we missed it. Maybe we should watch it again.
Right, that is a possibility. However, that did bother us that it wasn't really fully explained, so you don't really get the name, so the association with the name.
Right.
Excuse me. Another thing that we had a problem with was that all of a sudden this Ribcage the Clown starts snaking around and like menacing people.
He's like, just weird the way he's moving.
It was out of nowhere. It was just out of character.
Yeah.
It was a little weird because they started out the film with Ribcage behaving a certain way, and then towards the end,
with a really good scare in the beginning.
That's true. They did
a really good scare in the beginning, you know, and that was, it kind of sets you up for, oh, this is going to be phenomenal, you know.
Yeah.
It did. That was the feeling I got. Like, oh my God, this movie's going to scare the crap out of me, and it didn't. But that's okay.
But
it's okay.
And another thing that we did like about this movie was the artwork for it, which is part of the reason as to why we chose it, because we're going through, what was it, Tubi? Was it on Tubi or something?
Oh, we were going through Prime.
We were going through Prime.
Yes.
And anyone who's ever scrolled through these movies, you know, wondering, I wonder if this is any good, or whatever, that's why we're here to help.
Yes.
You know, we help scroll through all these movies, and we watch them for you. We sacrifice hours of our lives.
And if we can't get through the first 5 minutes, we're done.
Right.
We stop.
Pretty much.
If they don't get us in the beginning, we do not commit to the end. We walk away.
Yeah, because, I mean, in this day and age, if you can't get someone's attention within the first few minutes, you've lost them.
Well, but there's so much good content out there that why waste, you know, our time on really horrible content.
True.
And I mean, this one, like I said, it grabs you in the beginning, and that's what got us. And we kind of, I think, kept hoping for it to stay like that. And then it kind of went in a little bit silly and ridiculous way, but we were already committed at that point, so we just saw it through to the end.
But you guys really need to see this movie, because this movie,
the balloons, you gotta mention the balloons.
The balloons.
I love the balloons.
Yes, it was cool because
I did like the balloon thing.
They use this balloon gimmick throughout the whole film, where it's got like all these creepy messages scribbled on them or whatever. Really,
I like that.
Cool. Yes, it was cool. It was a nice, it was a really good technique, guys. It was a really good idea.
Yep.
So that played out really, really nicely.
Yep.
Another thing I'd like to mention that's kind of funny, you know, what makes this movie entertaining on another level, where it's like may have been unintentionally hilarious, is Monica Baker, who plays Heather in the film. She's like, when you watch her in this movie, she genuinely wants to be your mom. You know, because that's the feeling you get when she's talking to her friend. She's like, oh my God, are you okay? Oh, is there something I can get for you? You know, and just the way she was playing her character, it seemed more like she wanted to be the main character's mother. You know, like, can I make you some cookies? Oh, sweetie, you want me to get you a hot water bottle or whatever?
And she looks like Velma from Scooby-Doo.
And you know what's funny is that we had to do research on her, because we actually
thought it was Velma. It's not.
We thought it was the same actress.
It's not.
Turns out it wasn't.
Well, and the only other thing that really kind of annoyed me, which was Brittany Bellin. She plays Emma. She's the main character. She was really good, but in like the first, 10, 15 minutes she's on screen, she has this massive smile on her face. You know, like that fake cheerleader smile, that, like it, I'm like, oh my God, stop smiling, you know.
It was a bit much.
It was, and then it finally tapered off, you know. It finally stopped. I think maybe it was because she got more comfortable on screen, but she just kept over smiling, and when she finally calmed that down, then I got more into the film and the other character.
It was, you know, like I said,
it's not perfect.
It's typical of independent films. I mean, they all do it. We all do it, because I've done it myself. I mean, you see some of the crap I've done. I mean, we're not even going to talk about that right now.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get to my ass kicking here, you know, pretty soon. But the you know, it's hard. It's hard as a filmmaker, especially when you have limited resources and a limited budget, and you're trying to make your character or direct them to be a certain way, and then they just kind of go off and do their own thing.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard. You know, unless you have the budget and you have the means to make a film the way you truly want it to be.
Right.
You just kind of end up with whatever you can get.
Well, and some actors are just too aware that they're on screen in the beginning of their
They're
careers.
Like, how do I look?
Right,
What?
and they're
Is
more
this-
worried
is this
about,
me?
you know, is this my good angle? No, my selfies tell me this is my good
Right.
angle. You know, that they're a little more aware,
Yeah.
and then as actors, you know, get better
Mhm.
and do more films, they tend to, okay, whatever, this is now a job. You know, where do you want me to go? What do you want me to be mad? Okay, I can be mad. You want me to smile? Okay, I can smile. And so it does change. So this is an independent film. Just go with it. And I think that people will enjoy it.
Yes.
I don't know that it's going to find a huge audience, but I think the people that give it a chance will be like, okay, that was fun.
Right.
I
You know,
think
it's
that's how
definitely-
they'll walk away feeling.
It's definitely a fun movie. It
is.
It's definitely one of those movies that
Yep.
give you a perfect scenario. You ever gone to a gas station out in some town, or usually find them in small towns or whatever, or a gas station in some state you've never been to or what have you, and you walk in there and they have this whole rack of these like low rent cheesy movies you've never
Oh yes,
never even
this
heard
will
of.
be on that rack.
This will be on that rack.
Yes,
And it'll be like
get
that
it.
for $5 for yoink.
$2.99.
Grab
And you're
it.
like, oh, this is going to be horrible. Yes, watch it. Those are the best.
Horrible in a good way.
Yes, so bad they're good way.
Yes, so bad.
Yes, so bad that they're good.
That's
yeah.
why we're here to help.
That's right.
You know.
I think people will enjoy it. They give it a chance.
Yes.
And it's definitely not going to win any awards anytime soon. I understand that.
But
I
that's
think the artwork is phenomenal. Whoever did it,
Yes.
spot on. Oh my God, who are you? I want some of your work.
Right.
It is phenomenal, but again, this and I have to say this before we close out the video. The artwork is very deceptive, like all the new Killer Clowns from Outer Space artwork. They try to make them look very sinister, and they're not like that.
Right.
So that really kind of disappointed me, you know, because the artwork got me in.
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes sucked me in.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to match the artwork, and then it just stopped. doing
Well,
that.
unfortunately, you know, the distributors are to blame for that.
Yes.
Because a distributor's job is to make I hate to say it, subpar product more interesting.
Right.
That's their job.
They suck you in.
And having worked on different independent films myself, having worked with other associates of mine whom have also produced independent films,
Right.
I mean, truthfully speaking, a lot of the stuff that we produce is I mean, it's just subpar, man. It's like it isn't up to a certain standard. Especially
Well,
in this
it's
day
a
and
lower
age.
bar. It
Yes.
just is.
So distributors have to figure out a way to sell it any way that
Right.
they can.
Right.
So if they were to, you know, advertise it right off the bat the way it is, I mean, I don't believe it would draw as many people if we were to just completely market it as is. You know, you have to punch it up a little bit.
You do.
You have to make the trailer exciting and interesting. You
But
have to
in
have
me,
kick-ass artwork to sell it.
I agree. Because the artwork got me, the title got you.
Right.
I didn't like the title, but you loved it. And
Yeah,
I really loved the artwork.
I freaking love that title.
You're like, oh my God. And I'm like, okay.
I was like, we have to
I
see
like the
that.
artwork, you
Yeah.
know, but I wasn't so crazy about the title. So it really, this is kind of how I sum up movies. If a movie like Pink Flamingo can find a cult following,
Yeah.
anything can.
This is true.
And I do truly believe that. And I know that there are a lot of fans of Pink Flamingo out there. And to me, it's like, it is below subpar. And if that film can find a massive cult following, how can movies that are above that not find a cult following? You know.
No, and I agree with you. And the thing is that a lot of filmmakers, they need to be realistic.
Yes.
And stop being so delusional that everything that they do is gold. Everything that they do
Right.
is perfect. Everything they do
Right.
is genius. And
Right.
people just need to understand that and recognize it.
Right.
Well, when
It's
you're...
not.
No, it's not. When you are a filmmaker, if you are an honest filmmaker, you are continually learning and growing and hopefully getting better with time, with all the projects that you work on. Expecting the very first production that you've created right off the bat to be, you know, an instant success. That's crazy. That's just that does rarely happens. That's lightning.
Well, I mean, even it's even Spielberg's, Jaws. He had done one or two before that, before he got that, and done some TV stuff before that. So not everybody comes out the gate. Yes. As Secretariat.
Exactly.
So
CLOWNTERGEIST.
Check it out, you guys. Please check it out. Give it a chance.
Yes, you guys will love it. Don't forget to comment below. Like the video. Subscribe to our page, please. Because
hit the notification bell.
Because without that, we're basically going nowhere, spinning our wheels. So we really need your guys' help. Please help us get out there so we can keep doing this for you guys. We love doing this for you guys. We love having you around. We enjoy chatting with you and learning why you guys don't like these movies or why you do. Let's talk about it. There's no right or wrong answer. Let's have fun debates. That's what life's all about. Learning to understand one another. So anyhow, thanks for joining us once again.
And this is video 3 of our clown movies for Halloween.
Yes, and we're doing this as a Halloween special. Two Grumpy Reviewers Halloween special. We're all about clowns this Halloween year of 2018. So thanks for following us. Thanks for liking and subscribing to our page, and we will see you guys again.
See you on the next one.